Principal, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, honorable colleagues, you are welcome back from your well-deserved recess. My name is Benjamin Okezie Kalu. I represent the people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal Constituency and from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise on a bill for an act to amend the Acts Authentication Act, Cap A2 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to provide a time frame for the performance of functions of the Clerk of the National Assembly and for related matters. This bill stands in the name of myself, my Principal, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Honorable Ikawu Ahmed Osman Jaha, Davidson Kulawale, Regina Akume, and Patrick Umar. I move, Mr. Speaker, that this bill be read the second time. I so move.
Is Dr. Patrick Umar. I represent the people of Ikorekbene, Esienudim, Oborokara Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, the leave of this House, I rise to lead the debate on an act to amend the Acts Authentication Act, Cap A2, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to provide a time frame for the performance of functions of the Clerk of the National Assembly and for other related matters. The Speaker, honorable colleagues, the Acts Authentication Act, Cap A2 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, was enacted to provide for the authentication and recording of acts of the National Assembly. It also prescribed certain duties to be performed by the Clerk of the National Assembly in preparation for and including the presentation of bills to the President for his assent. The enactment took effect on the 1st of January, 1962. The Extant Acts Authentication Act, Cap A2, Laws of the Federation, 2004, contains certain defects that hinder the timely transmittal of bills passed by the National Assembly to the President for his assent. Sections 2 and 3 of the Extant Acts Authentication Act task the Clerk of the National Assembly with the important duty of preparing and authenticating a clean copy of each bill passed by the National Assembly and presenting the schedule and copy of such bill to the President for his assent, respectively. However, it fails to prescribe an ascertainable time within which these duties must be carried out. This deficiency in the Acts Authentication Act has directly resulted in undue delays observed in the process of transmittals of bills passed by the National Assembly to Mr. President for his assent. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues will recall that Section 58, Sub 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as altered, provides that where a bill has been passed by the House in which it originated, it shall be sent to the other House, and it shall be presented to the President for assent. When it has been passed by the other House, an agreement has been reached between the two Houses on any amendment made on it. This is the basis for authentication of acts. This, read in conjunction with the provisions of the Acts Authentication Act, shows that there is no time frame given within which the Clerk of the National Assembly performs this specific function of ensuring that a certified true copy of bills gets to the President for his assent. If this is cured, then we would be able to isolate the challenges related to the computation of 30 days required by the Section 58, Sub 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as altered, within which the President is expected to signify that he assents or that he withholds his assent. If the timeline is fixed for transmittal of bills passed by the National Assembly, then it would be clear when to begin to count the 30 days within which the President will assent or withhold his assent. On the other hand, if transmittal time is not clearly specified, it becomes difficult to assess the time allowed for the President to assent. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the bill, which comprises 4 clauses, seeks to provide a time frame for the performance of the functions of the Clerk of the National Assembly under the Acts Authentication Act. It seeks to provide for 30 days within which the Clerk of the National Assembly must prepare a clean copy of the bill passed by the National Assembly and authenticate same. Amendment proposed to Section 2, Sub 1 of the Principal Act thereto, and to provide for 7 days within which the Clerk of the National Assembly must transmit the already authenticated bill to the President for his assent. This is an amendment proposed to Section 3 of the Principal Act. This will in turn mark the commencement of the counting of the 30 days required under Section 58 Sub 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered, within which the President must assent or signify that he withholds his assent. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the office of the Clerk of the National Assembly has already been provided for by law. The Extant Act Authentication Act also prescribes the functions of the Clerk of the National Assembly. This bill only seeks to stipulate a time frame within which these lawful duties must be carried out, and as well to provide the Speaker of the House of Representatives with certain functions under the Act. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, our legislative system must be optimized to ensure that identified gaps in the entire legislative process are addressed. This 10th National Assembly must ensure that the legislative system is optimized such that the number of bills passed and not assented to will not be blamed in any way on the process of transmittal or confusion associated with it. I thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your support. While I count on your support.